Hello everybody, it's Cobalt here and welcome back to another video. I finally got one of the LPS sets that I pre-ordered from Amazon, so I am super excited to open it for you guys today. I think this is my fourth video about opening new LPS, and this one is a 5-pack, so it's one that we haven't seen yet. And without further ado, let's get right on into it. Here is the set. As you can see, this is one of the collector sets with 5 LPS, and this is the farm set. There's also a beach set, but mine has not arrived yet. This one comes with a donkey, a goat, a chicken, an ant, and a Pomeranian. Again, I absolutely love the packaging of this set. I think one of my favorite things about it is that it reminds me a lot of the blind box packaging. It's basically just like a bigger version with the same way that the top has the little flaps. I think that's super cute. I also love all the artwork all over the box. And of course, on the back, once again, we have all of the pets here, an advertisement for the Roblox game, and a picture of the trading card that we'll get, so it looks like it'll have the rooster card. And even though all the pets are still in the box, you can already tell how freaking bobbly they are, which is crazy. Okay, so opening it is actually pretty simple. It's the same as a blind box, as you just push down on this and you can move the flaps, and then there's some tape here that I'm gonna need to cut. Alright, so first things first, before I free the pets from the packaging, we have the code, the trading card, and the checklist. So here is the Roblox code if you'd like to redeem it for your game, and this coin is actually pink. Normally they're yellow, so we got a little fancy one. And of course, for the trading card, we have the rooster. I'm really happy this is the pet on the trading card because this is probably the one that I'm most excited for. And once again, here's the checklist. According to the checklist, this rooster is a fanciest, level 3, and rare pet, which is pretty neat. And once again, here is what the back looks like. And of course, in case you haven't seen it yet, here is the inside of the collector's guide, and here is the other side, so you can check off all these pets from the list. And I also think that the box looks super cute even though it's now empty. I love the little background design it has inside. And here are all the pets encased in the plastic, so let's free them. Alright, so here's everything, all the pets and all the accessories. Nothing was super difficult to get out, so I'm going to take a look at the accessories first, and then we will do a reveal of all the pets. So first up is this bucket. It is the exact same blue bucket that comes with the walrus and the blind box set. The plastic feels nice, although it is a little bit cheap. I just want to do this bend test for you guys to show you what kind of plastic it's made of, but it's the type of plastic where if you bend it, it turns a little bit white. Just thought that that would be interesting to know, and a better way to explain what it feels like than just me trying to describe it for you guys. Next up, we have this cute little milk canister. I wish that the details on this were painted, like maybe the lid or the paw print on the front, but the quality of this one definitely does feel better than the bucket. Then we have this hay bale. Again, I wish this detail in the middle was painted, but I think this is still a cool accessory, and it's hollow on the bottom just like the original ones from the G2 line. Then we have this fence, and then finally we have a couple food accessories. First up is this dog bone. This is definitely one of my favorite accessories from the G2 LPS, so I'm really glad to see that they're making them again, although this one is like a very bright orange compared to the brown that the other ones normally are. And the plastic of this one honestly feels exactly the same as the old ones. It's like that same kind of soft, slightly bendy plastic, so that is a nice touch as well. And then we have these apples. I think these are the same as the G2 ones, but I noticed that there are actually little leaves on the top molded into the plastic, and I don't recall the old LPS apples ever being like that, but this is still a nice accessory. And then finally we have these carrots. This accessory is great because it actually has some painted details on it, so not only is it the same old LPS mold for the accessories, but we also got some extra paint details. It's a little bit messy, but still I like the extra attention to detail, so I hope we see more accessories like this soon. But we're not here to look at accessories. Let's take a look at the pets first. I'm starting off with this one. It is the ant. I'm starting with this one because I really hate ants, but I've never owned an LPS ant before, and I guess this one's pretty cute. This one is very similar to this ant, which was released in the Generation 2 line, so I don't have any LPS to compare this one to, but the bottom of this one does actually say 2009. Her head and body color are 2 different colors, but I think that's intentional given the design. I'm honestly not sure. The only thing that I don't really like about this one is how similar the face design is to the plastic. You can see she has sort of a heart shape here on her head, but it's very hard to tell because it's almost the exact same as the plastic. You wouldn't really be able to see that if the paint wasn't so shiny. Like here on this side, you can barely tell it's there. I know that is something that a lot of other people pointed out, but the quality of this one's eyes look pretty nice. I don't see any issues here with her. I think the little hearts on her cheeks are pretty cool. Her eyes look pretty nice, and overall overall this is a cute pet, even though definitely not one I would go out of my way to get. But this is my first ant, so it's cool to have this one in the collection. And of course, for the squish test, this one is not very squishy. It feels pretty normal. Next up, we have the Pomeranian. I'm doing this one next because although I do really love the Pomeranian mold, this one is pretty boring. The thing that I noticed off the bat is her colors are very deep and saturated, which I love. It definitely reminds me of chocolate, although it's very clear on this one that her head and body are pretty different colors. This one I'm also not a huge fan of the little symbol on it because it's very clearly just slapped on, and it really doesn't work with anything in the design in my opinion. It's kind of just there. She has like a weird little face tattoo. I do love her little pink nose though. That one's very cute. This one is also technically a remake of a Generation 2 pet, which I do have, so I'll compare that for you guys right now. So here is the LPS that she is inspired by. You can definitely tell that the head is a slightly different shape because her eyes are much larger than the original one, and her head is a bit bigger as well. Plastic is a bit shinier. I honestly think that the base with the bigger eyes is a lot cuter, but I do prefer the design and overall colors of this one. Here's a side view. I will probably compare these pets again in a part 2 video comparing a bunch of different LPS bases. And as for the date on this one, it says 2009, just like the original G2 version. Next up, we have the donkey. This is another first in my collection. I have never owned or seen an LPS donkey in real life before. This one is super cute. I love the base. Again, the stars on this one are very nice. It reminds me of the axolotl. I like the way they're placed. They're also placed similarly to the anteater in the blind box series, but all the paint on this one looks really good. The eyes look great. I'm not seeing any issues with the eyes here. This one's head is very hard. I realized I forgot to do a squish test on the Pomeranian. Her head is the squishiest so far. You can really squish it and feel the neck peg inside. But yeah, I really like this donkey. I think it's so cute. The body is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, and I love the way that the ears feel. Overall, 10 out of 10 base. Really love this one. And for the year that this one's dated, it says 2010. We are now getting down to the last two pets, and next up we have the goat, which I absolutely love goat LPS. Right off the bat, this one looks a bit dirty on the back, but I'm sure those marks can just be removed with acetone. And here is the reveal. I love this goat so much. When I first saw all of the pictures of the new LPS coming out at the toy fair, I was definitely the most excited for this LPS because she just looks so pretty. I love the colors, and again, I absolutely love goat LPS. Her head is pretty hard, so nothing to complain about there. I think all her details are really nice. The only thing that I would say is maybe she would be a bit cuter if her nose or her hooves were painted, but other than that, I think she looks really sweet. And I really love the use of a more neutral base with a pop of bright colors and pink on her design. And of course, I have another goat base that I can compare this one to. So here is our little comparison. We have two pink goats here. I think this one's head, again, looks a little bit wider. The eyes look a little bit bigger, but that's always a bit difficult to tell. But again, they look pretty much the same. I also like how these LPS seem to be looking more up and forward because a lot of the older ones sort of look like they're looking down a little bit. But yeah, I absolutely love this goat. This is the main reason why I wanted to buy this set in the first place. She is so cute. And I mean, this could possibly be another sacrifice for my yearly Krampus custom. And finally, we have the rooster, another first for my collection. Originally, I definitely thought the goat would be my favorite, but the more and more I've seen this set, I definitely think I am going to love the rooster. And yes, I do. He is so cute. And of course, this is the LPS that appears on the trading card. As you can see, there he is, number 58. But anyways, he was inspired by the glitter rooster, which is the only rooster that was ever made in the G2 line. So I'm really happy that they made another one because I've always thought that this has been a really cute base, and I love this guy so much. I love his colors. I love how vibrant he is. And this is one of the few where I think that the random placement of the little sparkly bits looks really cool on him. It's on his little mohawk. He looks very cool. This is such a cool LPS. Yeah, I'm really happy to finally own a rooster because I've never had one before. I forgot to mention, but the goat does say 2009 and this one does not have a date on it. But yeah, I think all the pets in this set were super great quality. Let me get them all together here for us. So even though a lot of these guys, besides the goat, were actually remakes of older G2 LPS, I'm really glad that I have this set now. I think all these LPS are super cute. They're all bases that I've never owned before or I've always really wanted, like the rooster, the donkey, and the ant, and those ones are all very uncommon, as well as the goat and Pomeranian. There's not too many of those LPS as well. So if you're starting your LPS collection for the very first time, I think that this is a great set to get. All these LPS are super cute, and I love the accessories as well. You can never go wrong with some good food accessories. But yeah, I would definitely say that my favorites are the rooster and the goat, so let me know down below in the comments which of these pets is your favorite, and be on the lookout very soon for some more G7 unboxing videos. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!